Yo, what is good, guys? This is your boy Silver here, and yet again another podcast with the homies, not alone. So to start us off, we gotta introduce the one and only, the people's admin. Give it up to Justin, people.
Yo.
Lad, and exactly as you see on your screen, it's not just the people's admin and myself. We have OG Albana right here alongside us.
What's up, guys?
And last but definitely not least, we got a special guest, the one and only. We go back, way back. We got Tylor Likes Pie. Just call him Tylor. What's up?
Yo, you can call me Tylor, you can call me Tylor, just whatever you do. I'm gonna be calling you babe. What's up?
We're done here. We're done. It's too early. Run it back. Start over. You passed the intro and that was
the podcast is done, boys. Anyways, y'all.
That's the whole thing.
So, as you've probably known by now, we are doing podcasts based off of playoffs as of late. So, instead of just doing semifinals this week, we are doing semifinals plus the finals game because that's what matters and that is what we are here to see and hear about. So, we're going to talk about one of the best games that ever occurred. We're going to slander Ian this podcast. Ian versus Kody. Give it up to the people's admin. I know he's dying to say something. So, what's up, Justin? What you got to say?
I'm not gonna lie, I didn't watch this one. It was an Ian game, so I didn't watch it. I saw the Kody posted the replay, and I was like, oh, word.
Yeah, it's like an unspoken rule. If you win the game,
if you post the replay, it's
you won the game.
Yeah, exactly. That's how it is in the UPO.
Like, my man Kody. That's right.
I'm slowly watching through it right now too. Yeah.
I think he got clapped. I'll be honest. I think he just got clapped.
Nah, the game was way close. It was so close. Honestly, though, this is just a classic Ian not prepping. Like, I wouldn't say Ian prep bad. He didn't prep bad. He did not prep bad. It's just that he just got out prepped. Honestly, he got out prepped and outplayed for like early half of the game, like from what I've seen. So about that game.
Okay. Yeah, I did watch this.
Yeah. So once his Hippowdon died to the supersonic sky strike from the Archeops.
That's the game.
That was
that was the whole thing.
That was the whole game, honestly.
It was the whole game.
Exactly. Nothing. He had nothing from
he just
Coco.
Turned into
the Diggersby party.
Exactly.
Oh jeez, yeah.
Diggersby though.
He just had to pivot around the lops on the fake outs and stuff like that. And
exactly. At that point, once he lost the Hippowdon, it was just he had no pivot for Tapu Koko, no Diggersby responses. He pretty much sat the Diggersby as soon as it came in. Speaking of
Diggersby though.
Earthquaking them below. So Ian was pretty much saying like how he got the high roll for Supersonic Sky Strike, and Kody DM'd me his sets, and pretty much I'm looking at what Kody brought, and he was adamant Archeops. So that was even a roll. That was a guaranteed kill. So that was just a no. Honestly.
Damn.
Yeah.
It was the fact that he needed Hippo to check Archeops plus Diggersby, so one of them freed up the room for the other.
Yeah, exactly.
Just having that, I mean, that I guarantee that was that Archeops job. Just to fly something and do something.
Yeah. I can send y'all the team now.
Sky attack? Is it Sky attack?
It could have been Z-Fly.
Yeah, he was.
I know it doesn't get anything because it's like Acro and Z-Fly.
Yeah, he was Z Sky Attack.
Sky attack.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And he was adamant too, so that was always a kill.
Well, once that Archeops did all that damage to Irachi, you already knew.
Yeah, and another thing that put Ian in a bad spot too is like when he went into Mega Lopunny to revenge the Archeops revealed Protect, and Lopunny took a free 50%, and once that happened, he pretty much was in range of Tapu Koko at all times. So,
that was a clean.
Yeah, that was a clean set. That was
the most random, never see it coming protect of all time.
Exactly.
Yeah, no, because you'd expect
Dude,
it. You'd expect him, like, if he was, like, wasn't Choice Diggersby or some shit like that, or, like, he was, like, a normal type monster, like, he's trying to bait out on
No, it's the old Suicide Z lead in Archeops with protect.
Yeah, I mean, Suicide made that sat alive for a good majority of the game and just put
Sat
out
alive for 10 turns.
Yeah, I mean, shit. It took 80 off the Rashi, killed the Hippo, and then made the Lob take 50. Like, that's a lot for a Suicide lead that didn't even get our rocks.
Yeah.
Yeah, his Tapu Koko is also like, yo, Kody's prep, dog. Alright,
His Koko was bulky. How much did that... Here, I'm going forward. Didn't a return do like 40% or something like that?
It was Chalon.
It was Chalon.
It was Chalon?
Yeah.
Okay, I was wondering how that happened. I was skimming through it really fast because I hadn't watched it.
Alright.
That's really cool prep too.
This is
Chalon Koko.
Yeah, Chalon... This might be just me. I think that Chalon is the best super effective in quotes.
I deadass didn't know that berry existed until this match.
Because that berry is just good.
That berry is so unheard of. Like, you never see it.
Lanoon and I ran one for Belly Drum Slurpuff too. I ran like Chalon Crobat and stuff like that. It is really cool because it's not something you think about in prep, like ever.
I forget what I ran.
You don't think of super effective berry.
Wild.
I've only known about this berry because of like, I remember watching the Sean game and he had like a Chalon Pokemon for like Boomburst Swallow because Swallow, he had no switches to that. So the guy just stayed in the Boomburst.
It's really cool, yeah.
So
it's cool because everybody can use it too. Like there's no
exactly.
I think that's what someone, I forget who I built with. I built with Luctor and I told him to run a Chalon one for Swallow. And it worked like a charm, dude.
Exactly.
No one sees Chalon Berry coming.
Nobody ever.
Also, Kody loves his Aqua Jet Mega Blastoise. I feel like I've seen him bring that.
He brings it out.
He brings it a lot.
Yeah, I mean, it's cool. It's nice having the priority, and Mega Blastoise does have. I know it has like plus
103 attack. Yeah, that's pretty decent.
Yeah. Can we talk about the fact that he brought triple priority to this game?
Yeah.
Quick attack on Diggers, the Aqua Jet on Blastoise, and Shadow Sneak on Mug.
Yeah, Black Sludge Mug too. He wasn't even AV. He wasn't Super Berry. He wanted the Poison Touch and the Residual.
It's crazy.
Bro, I love that Tapu Koko set. It pretty much guaranteed that the Chalon is never popped with Fake Out, and he has to go for return always. Because he had Protect on his Koko set.
Revenge unless he's super, super bulky or just super high amount of health.
Exactly. Honestly, this is just Ian getting out prepped. Honestly. This was just extremely good prep.
I don't think he played the game horribly. I think letting the hip
he played it right. It's just that the prep was overwhelming him. And it was shown in the game.
He definitely undervalued how much the Archeops could do.
Exactly. Yeah.
And
that's the problem that I have in prep too. I noticed it's those low tier threats. When you have so many scared ones like Kody has, like the Coco and shit like that. Coco, all the high tier threats, you don't really think about the low tier stuff like that in prep, and then you get there and you're like, oh shit. I need to use my checks for the high tiers for the low tiers.
Exactly. Man.
Especially when it's a low tier like offensive Z. Like Aerodactyl.
Oh yeah.
Ops and all that, like you never see it with that.
Good old Z moves.
Balance.
They're in balance.
Totally balanced,
This is
boys.
why we play Gen 6.
This is why we're Gen 6, Season 6, boys. Ian was pretty much saying the same thing. He was like, I was pretty much being funny. I was like, Ian, this was not have happened in Gen 6. So he was like, yeah, pretty much. Because the Hippowdon has no business dying to an Archeops.
It really doesn't.
No business.
Yeah, it turns checks.
It turns checks into a liability. But you know what? Can't hate the prep. Can't hate the player. Kody, the greatest of all time. Love the man. Love the prep. Love the squad.
Yeah, that prep was pretty fucking insane.
The color picked for his rolls mad ugly.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. That is a nasty looking.
Yellow.
Yeah.
Any kind of yellow. Come on now.
When you message me telling me, I want either light yellow or light pink. Nah, chief.
Yo, dude, I lost to him and I even went in on him about the color.
Like,
yeah, that's spoilers. We'll get there eventually. We got one more
Shoot.
sentence.
Come on, man.
For real.
We got one more sentence.
No, give the new guy some slack, alright?
Alright, so this is the easily the most upset that we ever had in the UPO of history and time. Tylor versus Legits. Tylor, no other than himself, right here, right now. Speak for yourself, my man.
Alright, look, when I woke up, you know, I was like, man, I'm gonna have to get this game out of the way eventually. I was stressed about it because I know how good of a battler this dude is, and, you know, no one else could play the game but me. It's not like, hey, yo, Kurt, do this game for me, my guy, you know? And, you know, I sat there, was thinking, I was like, you know, this Mew there's so many options this Mew can go. There's, like, so many, like, you know, Horn was there, pretty fast, you know, got that bulky Steelix, just, like, options, and it's just, like, I was pretty stressed the whole game, but it's just, like, you know, when you're facing someone at that high caliber, and you're as, you know, me, you're a little worried about how you play. You know, you could be playing sloppy, playing good, you know, but I put my big boy pants on and I played out of my mind, I'd like to say.
The early game, the Feeny was absolutely obnoxious for him to play around. Just Nature's Madnessing everything. The team really didn't appreciate that with how fat his build was and stuff like that. And obviously you can't switch in his more offensive shit on Feeny. Yeah, because it didn't take the hits as well. But being able to get 50% off on that Lick super early and that Torn and, that 10 of Cruel and stuff like that, just chipping down those big walls that don't have that reliable recovery was super, super nice for the end game.
When I was prepping, I noticed, I was like, you know, Feeny doesn't get any psychic type moves because, you know, top Bulele exists. So I was sitting there like, is Tentacruel going to be a big problem coming in also? Nature's Madness.
Oh yeah, no, and Taunt definitely helped. Shit like that Mew. You played your outs. That was really close. You were bound to get that poison eventually with how he did have to set up in order to kill Rose with how bulky Rose is. But getting that poison, you definitely played your outs and just spam the attacks because he had to eventually go for the kill and try and knock you out, but. Being able to get that poison, get him around, what range was it? I'm trying to skip ahead real quick.
It was a little above 50.
Yeah, I think he was at 50-ish%, and he was poisoned, and he could have potentially soft-boiled stalled you or something like that. I forget how many he had, but the poison put him in range to where he couldn't win that battle, which was super, super big, and you had him in range to where you could like Earthquake twice and knock him out. Or not knock him out, put him right in range of the Zero Aura in the back. Which is super nice. Just the fact that the poison helped you keep him low, where the Zero could come in and just kind of clean and win the game, which was super fun.
See, the thing with that, though, is, like, I knew with my only play at that point on, when I was, like, Rose Raid, Landorus, and Zero Aura versus the Mew in the world, I was like, the only play I have is to sit there and go for crits or go for the Sludge Bomb Poison, because if I get the Sludge Bomb Poison, Landorus does a lot of damage because that is a very good Pokemon. But if I didn't get the poison, I would have most definitely lost that game. Because he could have
roost out. He would have been able to roost out. He would have been able to soft boil out of range of,
Yeah.
Probably out of range of the. You were special.
I was full special Zero that whole.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Like, you were special Zero that week, so you were probably T-Bolt on top of
Plasma Fist,
stuff like that. So I totally forget, but yeah, no, that was. You played your outs and you played it well, and against someone who hadn't lost the entire season, which is pretty big. Congrats, that was a great game.
See, there is a way he could have also, when I talked to him after the game, he thinks he played it pretty badly towards the end, because if he would have went Persian, he wouldn't have got the poison, obviously, and he would have went Persian on one of those EQs, he had the Super Berry, so then I could have probably been in a pretty tight shit spot right there with Zero Aura and back, but I kind of think I positioned myself pretty well with the plays I had to go for, getting the luck that I did.
Yeah, I agree with that. Honestly, even if you didn't get the poison, did you say your Zero Aura was special?
Yeah, it was full special. Special attack.
Okay, that's there. I thought you were physical.
No, if he was mixed, it was a lot easier for him to potentially win. You just had to put him in range of Plasma Fist. But the fact that he was full special, he was +3 special attack.
I see what you mean now.
Sub 15%.
Because when I was doing the team build, and I was looking at his team and looking at Zero Aura, I was like, that Steelix might give me a bit of a problem with a physical set. So I went a different route because, I got things like, Arcanine and Landorus and stuff. So I felt like maybe going special, give my team a nice little 3-3 balance.
Oh yeah, no, I mean it definitely did work, and having the Z focus blast in the back was super nice, and no physical move was probably knocking out that
Seems yeah.
Well, I mean, if you were Z close combat, it probably did, but
probably, but I didn't want to even risk it for.
Yeah, no, I get you. I get you.
I think UC did. Honestly, I don't think that would have killed.
Regular CC wouldn't have. I'm saying Z.
I don't know if it did.
And plus, like with Persian's fur coat, I was like,
yeah, no, I know it definitely would have done less, but shit, I think. Because you were modest, right? You could afford modest in that game, right?
I think I was. Let me double check.
You just need. I forget if modest.
I think I was modest, but I wouldn't quote me on it. I think I was max special attack and enough to outrun Torn.
God.
Jeez.
Yeah, ZCC does absolutely nothing.
Yeah, I was modest.
Yeah, when I seen it kill the person like that, I was like, that had to be focused, but.
Yeah, no, I mean, Persian's I slept on. I loved it.
Especially with how much damage that Steelix took from Arcanine, too. You definitely tell.
Adamant Zera ZCC into 0 defense, just max HP Steelix does 74 max.
Oh no, I meant Persian, where it was at.
Oh, then yeah.
Yeah. No, I meant Persian. I know it wouldn't kill Steelix. No, yeah. I meant Persian at like that late game if it was
it would be a roll.
Yeah, if it was at least 75-ish percent.
Yeah, it would kill him.
Yeah, I definitely enjoyed the way that I think I played that game pretty well and prepped pretty well for doing it by myself for once.
Wait, was he max defense, bro?
He might. I don't think he was.
Oh.
I'm not 100% sure. I didn't ask. We didn't ask for the sets or anything.
Max, he does live.
Jeez.
I feel like I doubt he was speed in that matchup. Speed.
Yeah, Tyler's draft is pretty slow.
When we were building, your speed tiers were a little bit wonky, so it allowed mons like around the Persian speed tier to run a lot of speed. Because you dropped off from 0 aura to Mega Glalie. There was a fat drop off.
Yeah.
So those mons.
Zera's a mon. It's just it just ruins speed tiering. Trying to build.
That's why nicer if we had something at that 110 speed tier. I think if you have something at that and above that, you're totally fine. It's just that giant 40 fucking point gap. It does make prep a little bit more hard. But
yeah, the reason I even picked Zera in the first place is because at the end of the last season, I talked to Silver and he just told me how my speed tiers were a little wonky and I didn't have anything to outrun certain things. So I definitely took that piece of advice.
Yeah.
No, it's good to have that nice speed thing, but it's a matter of spacing those out correctly and not having them very clumped together. But yeah, no, Zera's a great mon. I really like it. It's not, tier 1 worthy like a lot of leagues have it at for some reason.
Oh my gosh. I hate it. I hate seeing it in tier 1.
Hating. It's not a tier 1.
100%.
That's just new toy syndrome stuff.
That's a high
tier.
Yeah.
People still drafting that thing. People still drafting it early round 3. I'm like,
Hey, remember? Hold on, wasn't it season 4 when drafted 3rd or 4th overall?
Yeah, Flub drafted that.
And then dropped that shit
pick 5, round 1. And things like Lano T and stuff was on the board.
He's done worse things.
Facts.
Recently.
Ooh.
He's not wrong, though.
Maybe just recently.
Stay tuned to the next podcast for more information on that little reference.
The one I won't be a part of.
Yeah, that was a yikes.
We can't all have nice things.
That was a yikes.
We got some shit to talk about.
Yeah, we got some the yikes to talk about.
The yikes is going to be the next one talking.
Well, semifinals is done.
The yikes is that round 4 pick. That's the yikes. We got
Which round 4 pick?
You know the round 4 pick.
Oh, Big Toad? No.
Hey man, they're just sizing their toes.
We need our bulky waters out here. We'll talk about it.
There's a whole lot of things that were drafted in round 4. That should not have been one of them.
Yeah.
Alright, there is no world in which the Toad should go in the same round as Mets. It did not. No.
Not at all.
Well, it happened.
Well, it happened.
we're not gonna shit talk the GOAT, Sean. Come on, we're not gonna do that here.
He has an offensive team again, so I think we might. I think we just might.
They'll still build some fast.
We've learned nothing, clearly, so we might have to.
Yeah, you keep it up, he's gonna run that max
Every
HP,
time
max
Sean
special
drops an
defense, make a
offensive
PGI.
drive, he does bad. It's a curse.
I don't even say does bad. He just does not show.
I know he listens to these too, so he'll
He does. He needs to. Well, you know what? He can prove himself by beating the hip doctor.
Who does he even play week
You
1?
think he does bad, but he's got us backing him up.
He plays luck.
Oh. Ooh. That's going to be in it.
lots of faith in you. Man. You're a shit captain. Oh my god.
What, me?
Yeah.
You are. You're getting dumped.
I mean, we're not denying this.
You're getting dumped by the threat.
Which one is that?
Oh, you know what the threat is. It's sitting at the bottom of the list. Sitting there. Buying his time. He's waiting to claim your soul. It's the worm.
Alright, let's
So how that
jump
matchup
on to the
looking?
fucking list.
How is the matchup looking, Chief?
Mine?
Oh, against
No,
Justin?
his.
My
Lucker's.
matchup?
Lucker's matchup versus Sean. How that matchup was?
Lucker's, no. The matchup can be described in one word, no.
Let me piece of shit. Sean hasn't started prepping, so I don't know.
Just no. There was a mock today, no.
Oh, did it not go well?
Justin noped out. He noped out. He walked out. He clocked out. He did what he had to do.
I mean, Walter went in, he was like, this matchup's a no. Like, he's aware that this is not a pretty one.
Wow. Imagine having a bad matchup versus Sean. That is a yikes. Yikes.
As versus offensive Sean. You really hate to see it.
You hate to see it.
Alright, let's jump on to the finals game, yes, no?
No,
Of
let's
course.
not.
Let's do it. Let's jump in.
Do we have to talk about
Unfortunately, we do. We do
Let's
have to talk
go
about
in
it.
raw.
I got some times where we need to, in which we need to critique and shit like that. But yeah, we're gonna talk about it. It's a learning experience. Good.
I mean, I pulled up Kody's team, so we def go talk about this today.
Did he have notes?
Ian was like fuming.
Dude, I was fuming too. I acted like I wasn't, but I 100% was.
You wrote it all down.
Oh shit, he's out right now. Yeah, we don't have it. You're good. You're spared.
I'm good. I'm spared.
I'm
Yo,
looking
Ian, if you're hearing this, dog, send it to my DMs. We'll talk about it.
Honestly, though, a lot of the things that Ian was complaining about, I'm looking at Kody's team, and like, even if Tylor did like play the way he was supposed to, Kody, like, once again, the man himself, prepping like nobody's business.
This is so we have Kody.
Yeah, he prepped up pretty fucking well that game. Like,
Exactly.
I'm pretty upset with how I played most of the game, but his prep was pretty fucking. Yeah,
It's insane how this man preps.
It was a matter of there was a lot of overplaying.
Yeah, there was definitely.
There were some specific instances. You clicked a knockoff with Zero Aura so many times. I think it was mostly expecting the digs to come in.
I was expecting just something. I didn't expect him to stay in or anything, you know?
I forget what it was.
But
There was
if you
one
look
with
at
like
his team,
round.
he did not switch and roll that at all, and he couldn't digs on like a close combat or something like that. Like it wasn't a good pivot against. Anyway, I don't know. I just feel like, especially early game, you want to click and hit what's in front of you. Especially there was one turn where you were behind a sub in front of the Mega Blastoise.
Yeah, I know. See, when I was... Every time I rewatch the play, every time I'm thinking about everything I was thinking about at that time, and it's just like, why did I not just click this button? Why did I have to overthink everything? Like, I was always expecting, like, guard to come in, even though I counted it, it did a lot of damage from knockoff.
Yeah.
No, it was just hit it afterwards.
I understand the early game. The early game knock on the Blastoise makes a little bit of sense because you don't.
Checking it the first time was fine. Checking it the second time.
But it was the time where you're behind the sub because you clicking Plasma Fist behind the sub had no drawback. If he switches into then you just click knock off the next turn.
Exactly.
Because you're not sub, you're not getting hurt. It was no knock. It was no drawback, so it was like
guard.
The only drawback was the healing guard, even though it was already decently, took a decent amount of damage for not to do everything after. But my dumbass was just overthinking everything, like maybe he's gonna pull his dick out and shove it on the table. And
yeah,
I was definitely worried. Like,
and you still get the knockoff after, and that's doing a shit ton.
I was just scared, could put his dick on the table. I'm gonna put mine right next to it, and it ain't gonna be as big,
All right.
He just comes out. He goes, oh, but I predicted you to be Sub-Zero and hit you with that hyper voice.
See, there's a couple of plays there, like when he volt switched on my Rose raid, I really wanted to go Zero Aura when it had like no HP at that time. Because I felt like he was going to click volt switch, but I didn't.
And that was my other thing. The second time around when you did that,
100%.
I feel like that one was obvious and he should have stayed. I was sitting there and I was like, he's going to gleam this time. He's definitely going to gleam this time. You need to kill this thing with the raptor. You need to kill this thing with the raptor, Tyler. You need to kill it with the raptor.
Yeah, every time I watched it afterwards, because I watched it at least 3-4 times afterwards, like just thinking like, man, I really let those final nerves get to me. I could have definitely prevailed if I would have just.
Oh, yeah. I will be honest, the matchup was 100% in your favor. He didn't match up like Landorus absolutely just look at his team. He claimed one, especially one.
Exactly.
Also, when I clicked Z-Fly.
Choice was the Z-Fly play. Yeah, that we get to talk about that one right now.
A little early. You blew a little early.
See, the thing with that is
that play wasn't needed whatsoever because he didn't have a ground resist and he didn't have anything off of the ground.
Exactly. Looking at his team.
That's what
exactly.
EQ at that point. It just I mean, the only reason you're going to pop that Z-Fly is for that Blastoise in the back, and that would have been really nice to have that in the back for it because you're never looking at Kody's, Blastoise, he was like max defense. So you were never two tapping that thing. Blastoise is fat as shit. So having that Z-Fly in the back to potentially, Earthquake into Z-Fly and knock that thing out, that made it to where late game, Lando just kind of won. If you could keep it a little bit more healthy throughout the game, like quick attack, out of range, a quick attack from Diggs, and out of range.
And kind of stuff.
I definitely just made too many obvious.
That kind of stopped anything from just winning.
Yeah.
The focus
Lando was amazing, so it was a matter of overplaying that. Really.
Did you bring rocks that game?
See, also, the thing with the Z-Fly, too, is like, Z-Fly, I had Fly, Sub, Sword Stance, Earthquake, I popped it because, Coco's obviously there, and I was like, maybe he's Air Balloon at the time, and I was like, he could probably be Shuka, too, I should just Earthquake. Then my other mind's like, no, dude, just Z-Fly, no drawback, and I'm like, combating myself. I should have definitely have clicked just what was in front of me a lot of the time instead of listening to that side voice.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Or it could have subbed.
That too. There's just so many, how I played, I really don't like how I played this game, because I think I played it very shitty, and, going from the game that I had with Legits to this game was kind of makes me a little upset.
Hearing that means that I get to pull up a good old EN quote.
Yeah, I'm here.
Did you find it?
Oh, I found him. His initial reaction.
We can have his.
Source EN. I'm mad I had to watch that game with my own two eyes.
Oh god.
I am too, dog. Don't worry. I'm mad I played.
I would have liked a closer game in finals, but that wasn't even close.
I mean, if you kind of think about it, though, it was kind of close because if he wasn't the Chandelier set, Star Raptor just won that late game.
Exactly.
You did win that late game, but if you would have, potentially played your outs a little bit better, it would have been, just that much easier because, not only was Lando great, you're right, Star Raptor just kind of just killed shit.
Yeah, because how I EV'd enough to outspeed Coco by 1 point. I made it adamant, everything I possibly could. And the thing is, when I was in versus Blastoise and had rocks up and shit, I 100% expected him to have, defog on Coco too. Because, if you look at his set, he...
No, looking back, you never won that game. Even if he wasn't Sash, he just sacked, and then you were in range of quick attack from Diggs.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah.
I see.
Yeah, I just watched it. It was a little bit closer to the end. And if you could have potentially got rid of that Diggs, you know, then yeah, I could totally see it. But yeah, he just needed to put you in range of recoil for Diggs' quick attack, so he could just easily just sack guard, and then you definitely
the way he built this team, he built it in a way that he's not gonna lose to like any set mon, like if that makes sense.
Yeah, him holding the Chandelure was basically his win con was to let Chandelure die 5th.
Yeah.
As long as there was a mon behind Chandelure, he won that game every time.
Exactly.
Like, he was sitting there with Focus Sash Trick Room ready. He was like, all right, if it comes down to this, I'll just click the big red button.
Exactly.
And whatever mon is in front of me is dead.
He played his outs correctly. He didn't risk the Fire Blast miss, and just, even though he knew it was Sash, he got the Trick Room up so that, you know, go could come in and now speed and kill.
He secured
Stuff
the
like
win.
that. He could return with Diggs at that point, too.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he just, no.
That was just very
he played
good.
that game really well, especially for how bad the matchup was.
Exactly.
You took advantage of the mistakes you made.
For sure.
That's what a top tier, like, you know, a great player like Kody, you know, does. If you would have played that way against Legits, the same thing would have happened. You played really well versus Legits, and you're able to pull out a win. But yeah, you do have to. It's hard, but you do have to play, you know, 100% on top of your game playing guys like this.
Yeah. You see, like, the thing is, like, this is only the second finals I have ever approached. The first finals I ever made it to were when I took over somebody's team when I first joined the league.
Yeah, it was in the
Back in like,
Unleague
season
too.
2. I met Silver in finals.
Yeah, that's where I met Tylor.
And
you know, it's nerve wracking. It's
definitely.
in general. They're
Bro, finals get you nervous, bro. I will tell you from experience, it's nerve wracking.
Oh yeah.
But like
12 weeks throughout the season, then playing 2 to 3 playoff games just to get there, and then, you know, potentially.
It's like, man, I can actually win it all.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And second place is like kissing your sister. You don't want to do that shit.
Sorry. What? Excuse me.
I've
never thought about kissing my sister either.
But yeah, well, don't think about coming in second.
Keep that one on the West Coast, Chief.
Yeah, keep that one over there.
That one over there.
I mean, that still doesn't beat what Tylor said earlier, but we're not gonna get into that.
It doesn't, but, you know, we were past that. We can move on.
I had to establish myself, get a little bit of laughs in, because, Kurt not being
Tyler's
here.
last ever appearance on the
Don't worry. That's all right. I was honestly kind of like, do I even really want to join? I'm going to get smacked if Ian's here, if Kurt's here, but then I'm going to call.
Oh, you're lucky. Both of the cynical Aussies are gone.
We lucked out on a great podcast, that's what I'll say.
Honestly, though, Ian just joins the call to eat everybody's soul, honestly.
Talking about eating everybody's soul, the fact that, how stacked playoffs was, I made it to finals, alright? Not you guys, I did, alright? I yeeted Kurt out at first, alright? Yeeted that dude right out the side door.
That was so sad. Okay. I don't know. Did we cover that game in this? I don't think we covered that. Oh no, I wasn't there.
You wasn't there, but you can talk about it.
I never
didn't speak. I
wasn't either.
I didn't get to talk. I need to talk about that game.
Let's talk about it here in a second. But after I yeeted Kurt out, I beat a man legit to get to finals, dude. I'm not even mad I lost to Kody. The fact that I still made it there and nobody that doubted me did, fuck you.
Yeah.
Damn.
This is like
the heel turn war.
Here, I'm gonna give you a kiss for it too. What's up? I go home and put a band-aid on that boo-boo.
Had to hit him with the server mute.
Wait, did you need him for real?
Actually, let's talk about that match with Kurt.
I didn't get to talk about that.
I didn't talk about it either.
Kurt did nothing wrong.
This is fucking slander.
This is definitely slander.
I mean, he slanders Tylor all the time. He can get the hacks matter, blah blah
This is
blah.
slander, Kurt.
I was excited. I wanted Kurt to be here, guys. I really did.
That replay.
I did too, because I know Kurt ain't in the best mood.
It would have been fun.
My issue with it isn't even the game. Like the game, I watched it and I was like, oh, that was just a good game, man. That was fine,
It was a good game. No, I
pulled through, and then Kurt comes out and he's like,
the spoiler.
Zer didn't even win that game. Like, There was no way that Zero won that. And hearing that, I wanted to, like, put a hole in something.
Yeah, see,
because, like,
the thing is, if him missing that Fire Blast on Galili did kind of matter a little bit, and he was talking about how the special attack drops on Slow King mattered, but if you think about
special attack drops on Slow King...
Okay, the Fire Blast miss definitely mattered. It mattered. I don't think it necessarily lost you the game. Either way, the game would have played out very much differently. But the special attack drops, they did not matter. Because
at all.
Zero in the back and it killed
not
everything.
At all.
For sure.
Zero.
Spoilers.
Him
That's
getting
spoilers. Travis fun.
Him getting all angry about the special attack drops, like, I
understand being salty about the Fire Blast.
The Fire Blast miss, I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna be honest. Like, if you tired of getting hacks because you missing, Chief, don't run it then. You have flamethrower.
I run flamethrower. I'll take the damage, Chief.
Like, damage is damage. I would rather...
The reason Kurt lost is because he let Pal... If he wouldn't have let Palisand die, then...
We literally, I was prepping with this man. I was like, Kurt...
That Palisand, I'll tell you.
I was like, Kurt...
The knock was doing like 30%. Palisand
Exactly.
was doing that thing every day of the team, but...
I don't know why he let it die. That was never the play.
Yeah, I was watching that game and I was like, oh, dude, I think Kurt slowly draws this out, and then he just lets the Palisand down. I'm like, oh, so we're just gonna let Zero win like that. Okay, cool. We're just gonna.
This is just observation, but Kurt has a really big problem with tilt, especially mid game. If something happens in the game that's not like or something that
he claims that he's over his tilt, but from what I've seen, no.
I'll be like, I thought you were gonna go full dickhead, and I thought you were gonna go. Kurt really just has a problem with sacking his win cons. He just always does it. He just always sacks the
You
want
to know what else is funny?
I was like,
he sacked his only...
All his Pokemon die in him.
He sacked his only Nihilego answer. He let his Nihilego answer get chipped, and
No, he sacked his win con at prep by not putting Sturdy on the Skarmory.
Right?
Like, he sacked his win con at prep. Like...
Kind of like that one time I ran fucking whatever Gliscor instead of Poison Heal versus
Bro, I'm so mad. Like, we literally built...
I've seen like Yachi Acrobatics, like SD or shit like that, or Yachi,
we literally built to not lose his Zero Aura, and this man sacks his response to it. I'm like, alright.
Yeah, he should have saw... I mean, he had the advantage in prep, too, because Tylor won game 1. But he also knew what
he knew what his team was weak to, and we built for it.
I think the rematch in playoffs. A lot of people think like, it doesn't matter. I definitely think it matters. I think if you lose the first game, that you do have an advantage going into prep.
I agree.
Yeah, if you also watch, go ahead.
And it's like, okay, well, if you look at this team, like, he had nothing that wanted to take that, but like, you got the 9% Raikou right there, dude. You're not getting anything with the 9% Raikou. Just sack the 9% Raikou.
Yeah, he sacked the wrong Pokemon. He just let go of his one answer, and I think it was tilt. Because I think that.
But you had him on with 9%, and he still had his rocker on full. Just let go. Just let go with the
Yeah, the Raikou wasn't winning anything. Like, the Raikou was like Calm Mind, Hidden Power, Ice, Thunderbolt. But like,
if you watched all my other games, though, you notice how each one of them has me playing Zero Aura as almost the win con every single time.
That's good mod.
You would think the mon that body bagged you normal season will encourage you to not sack your ground type.
I'm surprised Yachi Zygarde didn't come. I thought Yachi Zygarde was. Yeah,
I suggested it, but
approach, but there was a lot that he set up.
I suggested it, but of course, my word ain't bound.
I really expected Yachi to come, and I thought it was.
Speaking of Zygarde,
because Yachi Zygarde was very, very scary, and if that Zygarde did get set up, like, because our check to Zygarde was a fat Lando, so like, that's if he is Yachi, he DDs on the switch into Lando. He's still +1 at neutral. He goes for the HP Ice, and it does like 20%. I think with Yachi, if he would have EV'd it right, he could have taken three HP Ices.
Yeah, it was kind of a semi-bulky Zygarde. I just don't think he used it right.
The other thing.
See, look, the thing is, as soon as I noticed it wasn't Yachi Berry, that's when I just started clicking buttons.
That was the other thing.
I don't think Dual Dance was. I love Zygarde. It's like
the other thing that I was incredibly angry about.
There wasn't anything that Dual Dance Zygarde could really summon up on stage.
Exactly. I told him this. I told him that. I legit told him, but the channel he prepped in is gone, obviously. But like, I legit told him, I'm like, you thought like, what? I was like, what are you subbing on? Like, what are you setting up on? Like with Coil and Dragonette? Like Tylor has like responses to it. Like he has Finny, he has Lando T to pivot on it.
Coil, a lot of his ways of dealing with Zygarde.
Like I felt like Tylor had
the ices and Moonblast.
Yeah.
Ice. Yeah, the main reason is maybe Glalie. But
the main reason I ran Scarf Feeny was for that response.
Yeah. Like, my other problem with the post-game rant was he questioned you sacking the Lando to get the chip on Zygarde. And I was like...
Well, yeah, that was the
Zygarde answer to get the chip.
That's exactly what it was for.
That's what it was supposed to do.
It wasn't hitting anything.
He was like, that was a terrible use of Lando, you shouldn't have said it. And I was like, when it came in, it literally did one thing in this matchup. Like, look at your team and look at Lando in that match. Like,
there was a scar. Unless you got like gravity or some shit.
Which he did the first time.
The first time we faced him.
We did offensive gravity, which was real cool.
Like, that one was clearly there to do a single thing, and that was to not let Zygarde win. It didn't let... It just never let Zygarde win.
At all.
Like,
you can always buffer and
not let
Intimidate shuffling. Yeah, it was the Intimidate shuffling and getting off an HP.
Yeah, and he's over here, that was an awful play to, like, not let my Zygarde win. Shut up. No.
Oh.
That's
just...
Just keep sacking those win cons.
I love Kurt, but yet he does have, like, played our game today.
Honestly, though, he's a sore loser. Honestly.
If something happens...
Yeah, he's a sore loser, but he's our sore loser.
Very true.
Like when he went, like, okay, it's kind of like how Ian is in a way.
Just gotta work on that shit.
It's like how when Ian loses, it's like Ian. It's like when Ian loses, it's usually never.
Oh, okay.
I'm being honest. I'm gonna call you guys out. Like when Kurt and Ian loses, it's almost never because, oh, I got outplayed, I got out-prepped. It's either because, oh, hacks this, oh, I got unlucky, things like that. And it's just, I choked, things like that. And it's annoying. Just take the L. Just hold the L. Just acknowledge that your opponent out-prepped, outplayed, and played well. Like, honestly, it's annoying. It's really aggravating.
Sounds like me the whole variety of Season 4. I lost because of hacks. Fuck Mon.
Like, this man was literally ranting. He ranted in Spoilers channel and in the DMs. And I'm like, oh my god, this is going to be a long day.
Almost ranted as much as...
Jesus.
As much as me?
Almost complained as much as Ian. Not Ian. As much as Owen getting beat down by that T-Tar with an air balloon.
I was talking with Sean about that today. It still gives...
I'm heated.
I mocked this dude earlier in a mock.
I think I want to spend my Christmas Eve like that.
Dude, imagine going into Christmas having lost to Godzilla holding a red balloon.
I didn't pop it fucking once.
You couldn't pop it.
I know, it was a
the only way he won that is if Justin
still tied around its tail.
And the thing is, if I pop the fucking...
Oh, you won the game.
Oh my god.
That was the entire reason. I knew if that balloon got popped, I lost immediately. No ifs, ands, no. It just lost. I just lost the game.
See, this man's smart. He preserves his win cons instead of sacking them.
Yeah. But here's the thing, though. Kurt has like a whole Mon. My win con was literally like a balloon. Like,
yeah, a single fucking balloon.
It was a balloon. His win con was this incredibly bulky sandcastle. I had a balloon.
But the thing is, Kurt has Zygarde. He has Zygarde and Palisand. That just ain't it. Like,
I don't.
This man had pumpkin ass Zygarde, and he still got yeeted out round 1.
Yikes! But speaking of great Zygarde sets, I know you didn't see this, but my man Loris hit this dude today with the most absurd.
Oh, the camouflage Zygarde. I seen that.
We were sitting in prep, and he was like, "Yo, tell me why this man's got every Zygarde counter, but I'm running Camouflage E-Speed to beat Mimikyu. And I was like,
that's a smart strat.
Hey, Camouflage is actually super quick. Zygarde's so
I love
fast.
that.
Zygarde stats and then having that Camouflage into a normal type just benefits it even more.
Yeah, having the HP Ice going from doing like 80% to doing like 13.
It's gonna bounce right off.
Yeah, no, I saw that.
Dude,
That game was rough. That game. Another dude.
Building that team with Loris, I'm like, dude, Call Motor's a dumb mon.
It really is.
Come on, it's dumb.
Fucking 118 speed or whatever was belly drum.
118 speed belly drum.
Yeah, no, that's
with bullet
with
punch.
acro too. Belly drum acro, right?
That's like giving. That's like giving Scissor a bullet
punch.
punch. Not bullet punch. Belly
We were sitting
drum.
there in call. Also, if there was a man to beat us, it was that guy.
Like, you have a good match. Your team
had Ditto.
You guys are stupid.
He had Ditto. He was sitting there with, we were sitting there with, and we were like, dude, so how do we not lose to Ditto stealing our Call Motor? And I was like,
how much should +6 acro, dude?
not a lot when it's base 55, I'll tell you that.
Oh yeah, that's true, because it's...
And then we ran Knock 2 to kill Krillo, and it was like, damn, alright. Like, he had Tran, Krilowat, and Ditto. And we were like...
Yeah, he had fucking Tran.
He had all these stupidest mons to beat our... Like, there was no way that we should have won that match.
Yeah, I don't think the dude is
sitting there in trap. Boris was like, I'm gonna throw dual screens on Deoxys and hope something works. Like that was his mindset going into that game. And then
that's your whole mindset going into all your games.
But it's not. Like some games we can be like, oh dude, we can use fidget gravity in this, or we can use that. Like that game, there was nothing. It was literally like, all right, we have to go screens and hope he gets to set up a belly drum for free. And let us set up a belly jump for free, thinking that T-Wave get absorbed.
Yeah, see, but the thing is, I don't understand that because he ice beamed with the Krilowat. Like,
that was the other. I was sitting there and I was like, oh, all right, so surely Loris knows he's gonna ice beam, and then we made the swap, and I was like, all right, he did ice. So like surely, and then he was sitting on the release, and I was like, he's gonna fucking T-Wave. I knew it before it happened. I was like, he's gonna fucking T-Wave.
Yeah, no, I was mad confused because I was like, oh, he ice beamed because he knows it's fucking.
He knows it's volt absorb, and then he was like, I had no idea it was volt absorb, and I was like,
well, then why didn't you click the fucking discharge the first time?
Yeah, discharge? Why'd you click volt switch?
Right.
Discharge, volt switch, yeah, whatever.
Anything, but you clicked ice beam. What?
Good
Come
shit,
on, man.
But gee, that ain't it.
Yeah, Cap's a fun time.
Cap is
Floridian's league right now.
I have never played a game with Cap.
You need to.
Ian has a
games in there, dude.
It's a lot of fun.
Me and Loris, Team SDL, Team BNOTM, dubs, straight to mad gimmicks, the most gimmick team in the history of gimmicks, and we're winning all the games.
My team's boring standard.
You were like, all right,
my team is just psychic spam with Cap.
Let's get Silver's wheel from the season 1, and then let's gimmick.
Yeah, how the fuck did that happen again? How do people get Zygarde Maw?
People are dumb.
People are just retarded.
Silver got Zygarde Maw, Mew, Sicklant, and I don't know how the hell that happened.
You know, sometimes people are just bad.
Yeah.
He had Silver. Didn't you have Wheel season 1?
No. Yeah, I did. I was 8th pick.
Where were you?
Yeah, you did. Yeah, he had last week. Also 8 mons.
Yep.
8 coaches.
Mm-hmm.
But
it was easy to get broken.
No, those 4 picks are all
he was gonna, I think he was able to get 2 of them though, just because Cap adds a lot of round 1 picks.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, I agree in that. I
got pick 3 Mala, not pick 3. I got round 3 Mala.
Yeah.
You weren't even gonna draft that shit.
I wasn't even gonna draft it. I was gonna draft like Mega Diancie, and then I saw Mega Mala. I'm like, I'm not passing that up.
Yeah, it's
Mega
crazy.
Diancie and
No. Next week.
Ooh.
Next.
Oh yeah, I was about to. That reminded me of a certain pick this season of the UPO, but we're not gonna get into that this podcast. Unfortunately, we're gonna flame it. We will flame it next week. We will flame it next week.
We're gonna get into it all when I'm not here, man.
Yeah, no, you can listen just like everybody else. Just make finals.
For sure.
Yeah, just
watch me.
Make finals again, and you get to do all the trash talking. Get it all out.
Yo, I'm not just making finals. Well, listen, I'm not just making finals. I'm going all the way, my guys.
All right.
You here first.
We heard it here, folks. We heard it here.
Hey, now listen. Don't promise them something.
Mark my words. I'm going 12-0 this season.
Don't promise them something just to roll over and lose week 1. That doesn't go well.
I'm not rolling over.
You're definitely
the only person rolling over is all my opponents.
Alright.
The only person rolling over is Owen to this thread.
The only thing that's rolling over, the only thing that's gonna roll over is Ian's ego.
I already have a team built. Don't say this because now I'm gonna.
You won't play me right now.
Yo, play him right now.
I won't. You're right.
Good. Don't. After earlier, you shouldn't.
100% correct.
After what happened with us earlier, you definitely shouldn't.
No, we need to refine and pick some things up.
Yeah, go refine that team.
You need a round 2.
Still lose to the threat.
Your team. I'm looking at it right now. It's terrible.
But here's the thing, you gotta look at it and you're gonna be like, is he being serious?
Johnny's gonna bring the Wormadam, huh? You're gonna bring QD Wormadam.
Yo, I'm bringing Dunsparce. What's stopping you from bringing Wormadam?
Don't tell me what you're bringing. I'll tell this man right now.
Tell him. He heard it. He heard it live. I'm bringing Dunsparce. What's up?
We're bringing that dumbass Mon again. It learns bite. It runs bite.
No, I'm going that glare headbutt, dog. It's going top kill leader.
Just run Thunderwave. We're playing Gen 6.
Yeah, it's Gen 6. Just run Thunderwave.
What the fuck?
Glare's cooler.
It runs bite. God damn it, Justin.
That's the infamous Pokemon Showdown Smogon random battle set.
Yep, pair of points, boys. Let's get it.
Headbutt, bite.
Why do you think I fixed it?
That way you can always get the flinch.
Team.
No.
How in your team?
Man, he's gonna run that bite Mega Guard
sure
don't worry about it.
Bite. No, we're talking too much about drafts again. God damn.
Yeah,
wait till next week. Wait till next week.
You can learn about why I had to pick Wormadam.
You can learn why Volcarona lasted till round 7.
I mean, to be fair, this is Gen 6. But we got Talonflame at its prime. You know, the one and only.
Don't do that to me.
You got
The Smogon Bird.
Nerf Dougie.
Not
Dougie even get picked.
Not the next week we will keep it.
I'm surprised Dugtrio even got picked. That's why I was like, wait, I got sniped of Gen 6 Dugtrio. Like,
wait,
you're gonna get it?
I wanted it at first, like, before, like, but now, like, looking at my draft, I don't think I can even fit it.
Oh, Burn got.
Yeah, he sniped me at the
Dougie. That minus attack.
It's base 80 instead of 100. So you're forced to run ban.
No, it's base 80 instead of 90. It's not.
No, it's base 100 in Gen 7.
20 buff.
Yeah.
That's even worse.
Yeah, Sun and Moon just picked certain Pokemon and just spit shine.
My boy Mantine.
Mantine's still bad. It got Roost and a buff in the HP. Still bad.
What?
Hey, Pelipper too. Pelipper got a little.
Pelipper's buff was
shout out to
amazing.
Whoever King Dustin said, "Oh, why is Pelipper 2 points in Gen 6?"
Bro, I was killing myself laughing at that. I was like, "You guys do know." I'm like, "You do know."
Sean?
When someone said it in our chat too, I was like, "Yo,
Sean."
Yeah, and then I was like, "Yo, it's Drizzle and Sumo."
Yeah, and then.
Hey, no, I'm not gonna lie. He brought it up in our team server, and I was like, I don't fucking know. Why is
and then I did my research and reminded him.
That's a steal.
Pokemon sucks.
Nah, it didn't get Drizzle, and it had less special attack.
It's because Pelipper not good.
You wanna know what else isn't good?
Not better.
You don't see us complain.
Dude, but why is Torkoal 1 point, man? Come on, the thread.
Bad.
You should have drafted it.
Hell no.
Exactly. Point proven.
Dude, let me draft Torkoal with my Heat Train.
Point proven. I mean, you drafted Bisharp plus Heat Train. Why am I talking about the draft right now?
We keep getting distracted, that's why.
We keep talking about it. We'll eventually get into the full thing, and then Ian will be like, why can't I talk about my OP draft? And we'll be like, shut up, you drafted Landers, Kelly Owner.
We're not gonna let him stroke his ego enough.
And they'll be like, shut your mouth.
No, that's when you'd be like, yo, we covered it last week. Go watch last week.
You got 3 S-tier threats, and you're still complaining about your draft pick. Shut up. Shut up. Dude, shout out to Ian complaining that his team had the worst draft spots.
And his team his team has
It's just the best lineups.
The worst draft spots was definitely us.
drafts.
No, it wasn't Tyler. No, it wasn't. We had
Broken.
No, it was us.
Yeah, it was FCL.
It definitely wasn't.
It was actually and they got
Shout out to Ian being like, yo, but their pick must be better because they have the actual. Dude, but they controlled the bottom side when we don't have the actual wheel.
Yeah, it was. Sean had pick 1, I had pick 5, and Byrne had final pick. Tyler had a shit spot, but like as a whole, our team had.
Yeah, because he was next to Ian, and it was awful. I'd hate to be in that spot too.
Alright, go on, Silver. What were you trying to say before these
No, I was done.
thugs interrupted you?
I ain't had nothing to say.
Dude.
You know us.
All I'm saying is I play Ian week 1 and like I don't know how the hell he got this, but I'm gonna make it work.
Shout out to Milan, also complaining when I made the schedule that like, oh dude,
Yeah, fuck you for making that schedule.
all
I
the hype matchups happened week 1. I literally took the team page and then went across.
Exactly.
That's how the week 1 schedule was made.
Yeah,
And then
they
like, dude, but all the hype matchups happened week 1, and I'm like, shut up.
we're not.
all the big matches, Tylor versus Whoop, week 1 for 2 seasons in a row.
Right?
And Owen's getting this clap back again. Week 1.
Nah, you're definitely getting that clap back. I got faith in Owen. He's gonna shit on you, my dude. He's in a 6 on you, no
You
problem.
have faith in the threat.
I'm not. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
It's funny because I played Ian week 1 in season 4 and the yellow color prevailed.
And now we're back to Gen 6.
Gen 6 yellow color.
The sharp.
And the yellow color in Gen 6 is at its prime. Let's get it.
Yellow color everywhere. Good burns everywhere.
12% burns.
People gonna be crying. You already know.
And before somebody
imagine-
forgets the mega speed.
Imagine
100%.
Sean, the master of stall, looking at Gen 6 and be like, man, burns do a ton of damage, protects really good. I'm gonna go offense. What?
His team isn't like straight H. It's not. He has a.
No, listen. There's no regeneration. There's no dog trio. It's Sean H.O.
Okay, Sean H.O. Wait a
Like,
Yeah,
outside
Sean
of
got this in the
Umbreon,
bag,
his next
Megan.
most defensive Pokemon is Toad.
No, it's not. He has a fucking Umbreon.
Yo,
I said
don't talk
outside
about our
of
Toad. Don't talk about our Toad like that.
Like,
He got a nice little double water.
Almost dropped an apple toad,
his waters are his
That
most
was Go-Go.
Quillfish and Seismitoad.
Hey, that double water.
That's not it, Chief.
It really
Is it
isn't.
coverage?
Honestly.
That's not for the defensive specialist. That is not it.
They don't share no weaknesses. I'm gonna get all hazards in my 200.
God, I really want to vent on this man, but that's next week.
Yeah, next week I'm gonna be nice if you were hitting that like button.
Shout out to whoever thought it was okay to not allow us to talk about drafts. Shout out to that person.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck whoever that was. They gotta do it while I'm not here. Some nonsense.
What? But real talk. So, all right, I'll ask this on thing. Are we doing rankings, or are we just doing?
Alright,
I don't
so
think we're doing
because we have sensitive people that are easily offended, so we're just gonna go over everybody's draft pretty much. Like
We can
flaws,
go
we
over
can
the
say.
positives and the negatives. And not only that,
Yeah, those goddamn sensitive people, even though I was one of them for one
What
of
if we
them.
do? What if we just say we put the sensitive people high, and then
I mean, to be honest though, if you don't care, you can make your own personal PR for
we can have
draft.
a vote on it. Honestly, we can have a vote on it, but we need to know ahead of time because making our own personal rankings that should take so long.
I was thinking.
Yeah,
I was thinking.
it
I was thinking we all make PRs and then we bounce the spots to make an
Yeah, we
average
do
team.
it as
Yeah,
an
we can do
average.
that.
That's fine. We just need to.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, we need to hold a vote though. If people want PRs opposed to just draft analysis.
Exactly.
Like,
Yeah, I
if
like
here's
that.
Here's the great thing about who the sensitive people are.
Yeah,
The sensitive
if they-
people are also going to put themselves number one, so it's fine.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm definitely going number one.
If they vote for it, then it's free reign, and they can't get.
Like,
so that makes it.
And we all know who I'm defining as the sensitive person. Like he's putting himself one. Absolutely, there's no question.
Yo, what's up?
Not you. You wouldn't put yourself at 1.
Oh, I know. I put myself at fucking 11.
Aww. I don't even think
Because Kurt's going under me.
Oh.
Do we even have
Just like he always
16
does.
coaches? We have 16 coaches, so you're just both in the middle of the pack.
Kurt's not even the sensitive person here. We all know who the sensitive one is.
Is it Silver?
Nope, he ain't here.
Because Silver's gonna be crying.
Yeah, Silver definitely.
When
I remember this
everyone's like,
one
dude,
time.
you picked me. Oh, god damn it, Silver, why can't I talk about these things? No, man, come on. I was ready to blast too. I had that one built up. I've been saving that one.
Brian,
Y'all
you
write
have to
that
build it up for
down
another
and
week.
say it next week.
I don't need to write it down. I see it every time I fucking turn on the screen.
Oh my god, you're right. You're not wrong.
At least you get to build it up another week.
Once you did it, you were like, man, that was probably a bad idea. And it was. It was an awful idea. I don't know why you did that.
I'm ready for this podcast already.
But that doesn't mean you do it. That does not mean you do it.
Oh, man.
Shout out to Ian complaining when he gets 3 months of 61.
Alright, y'all. So, this is the end of the
Be
podcast.
sure to vote.
I hope y'all enjoyed it.
Coaches and shit like
We the
that. 'Cause
homies,
if
the
people
greatest
want
of all
them to do it, I'm
time,
not gonna sit
the
down for
United
2 hours.
Pokemon Organization,
Y'all better want it.
coming at you with the episode for
Yeah, but if
our
I do that,
podcast
I
party
forget some
time.
shit.
Alright, y'all.
Honestly, think it's gonna
Peace.
take 2 hours for you to make a list.
Listen, if you